Good afternoon, ladies. I apologize for the 1 minute delay. I had a quick conversation with my gardeners just to make sure that they're not going to start their work late like this every Thursday, because otherwise I'm going to have to reschedule, and I don't want to reschedule, right? I want to be very consistent. Just like sales, it's really important to be very consistent. Why? So that we could create predictability, loyalty, and also a relationship. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a few minutes to just go into my Facebook on my desktop, because I'm still learning how to do Facebook Live, and I want to make sure that I do not miss anyone. Hi, Karine. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Oh wow, I could wave at you. There you go. I just waved at you. Thank you for joining us, Karine. I actually would love to catch up with you and see what you've been up to. So Karine and I met at this amazing women's leadership seminar, which I highly recommend for everyone. It's called WLS. Message me directly if you have questions about it. And okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Today's topic is huge. All right, so I understand a lot of you are working and this might not be a good time for you, but do watch this video, because I don't think there's enough of us saying these kind of things, and I'm going to go out there and say it. And if you know of any other woman public speaker or trainer, sales coach that's doing similar things that I am, please let me know, because I would love to team up and just grow together. So today's topic is we are going to cover and actually bust 5 myths of what it takes to be a successful saleswoman. Hey, John. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got a man in the group. And this actually will be really good for you, John. Really, really valuable. So I'm going to wave at John real quick. Okay, awesome. So today's topic again. Oh, and Gohar. I'm going to say hi. Excuse me, everyone. I'm just going to say hi to everyone that's jumping in right now. And, oh, my hubby is watching. Yes, Mythbusters. And these, John, Mythbusters specifically targeted for women, okay? So, and the reason why I'm saying this is because there's still 30% of women in the sales industry, and 70% is dominated by men, which is changing, but it's changing slowly, and my hope is that it's going to change a little bit faster so that there will be more of a balance. Because, hi Gohar, because women are so good at sales. Oh, awesome. Women are super good at sales, and in fact, sometimes we are better, right? Brian will agree. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the first one. So the first myth is that you have to be super aggressive. Yes. So the reason why I brought this up is because someone, and many other women actually have asked me, you know, I have a business, I'm a business owner, and I know I need to go out there and sell my business and my service, but I'm just not aggressive. And I know that's what's necessary to be in sales. I said, heck no, it's the total opposite. You will turn people away if you are aggressive. Time has changed, and probably it didn't really work too well back in the days when a lot of salespeople were aggressive, and it still is not going to work today. Instead of being aggressive, and I think that's the big difference, is aggressiveness versus faith. Let me explain that again, faith. Faith means you have to have faith in what you are selling, in the service that you're providing, and the product that you're providing. Is it truly the best? Right? John Kiefer works with Kama'aina Mortgage Group. It is the best in Hawaii. It is the best mortgage company in Hawaii, and he has to believe that. He has to have faith, right? So whatever it is that you're selling, you have to believe. For example, the person that brought this up again to me yesterday, she is a videographer. That's her professional, and that's her profession. She has to absolutely believe that she provides the best videographer services in all of San Diego. It may be even nationwide, but she has to have faith in that. And through faith is you'll have enthusiasm. And enthusiasm is where you're going to have excitement. Your eyes will just be wide. When you talk about it, you'll be so passionate about it. And when you are, you're going to inspire your PCs to be passionate about it too. They're going to want some of that Kool-Aid. So remember, that is the difference between aggressiveness and having faith in your product, which will create enthusiasm, and then through enthusiasm, you'll create passion and inspiration. That's just going to be invigorating, and it's just going to be intoxicating, and your PCs, like I said, are going to want some of that, and in order to have some of that, they're going to have to buy from you. Okay, so Mythbuster, we just squashed. No aggressiveness. Aggression does not work. Number 2, it's you have to be masculine. Okay, masculine. You have to be masculine. Well, why? First, let me kind of backtrack a little bit. Why do most sales industry believe that you have to be more masculine? Well, it's simple. It's because for the majority of time, right, when salesmanship started many years ago, it was dominated by men. And guess what? Like I said earlier, it is still dominated by the male industry. Nothing wrong. They're great about it. But women are rising up, right? Women are getting out there. They're starting a full-time career, and sales is a phenomenal career for women. So that's why in the past, when they thought, okay, well, sales, people do really well in sales. What kind of people are in sales? Well, men. So if men are mostly in sales, what's working for them? To be more masculine. And I'm going to share with you, being a woman myself and a saleswoman and a top producer, I cannot be masculine. It would be silly for me to try to be more masculine, right? And if masculinity could come in different forms, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure what they are. So even if I wanted to be masculine, what does that look like? I need to walk like, I don't know, like have less femininity. I don't even know what that looks like. So that was going to make me feel awkward. And if I feel awkward and I feel uncomfortable, I'm not going to be clear-minded. I'm going to be off my game. And the whole point of this, what to be successful in sales, is you got to be clear. You got to know where you're going. You got to have confidence. And if you're trying to be like somebody else, and especially the other sex, you are going to definitely fumble, because that's not who you are. You are an amazing woman, and let's tap into that. Okay? So instead of being masculine, be a shiro. What does a shiro look like to you? A shiro is someone who's just maybe a shiro. What is your shiro? Maybe you have a cape. Maybe you have a crown. Maybe you have an amazing, I don't know, let's say you have an amazing power, invisible power, whatever it is. Step into that shiro and be more of that. Okay? So number 3, the mythbuster is you have to be one of the guys. And I'm going to share with you a little backstory about being one of the guys. Like I shared with you many times before in my past videos, I used to work in vacation ownership, which was male dominated, of course. And they watched football. They had, I guess they talked about golf, which, by the way, I don't know anything about golf. I just know that it's a little ball with a hole, and you gotta be super patient and hit that ball until it gets to that hole. I don't know anything about it besides that. And football, I'm not even better at it either. So they're into that. They talk guy stuff, which I don't know what it is. And yes, it could feel lonely. Yes, you could feel like a lone ranger, which is how I often felt like. But you do not have to be one of the guys. You do not have to, for me, I would have to pretend that I'm interested in golf or football, which I'm not, right? I think they're amazing athletes, but that's just not my interest. So I want to make sure that you do not feel, hi grandma, that you do not feel like you have to, and let me rephrase that again. I want to make sure that being one of the guys is not a have to. If you love to, and that's one of your things, and you love football, you love talking about golf, you love to talk about what guys like to talk about, great, that's you, perfect. But if it's not, you know that you don't have to be one of the guys. Okay, and let me clarify that a little bit more. You don't have to go after work, go drinking with them. You don't have to bond with them on that level so that you can succeed in sales. In fact, I've had many close friends with me in my sales office, which were often the guys. And on most of the days, I didn't even acknowledge them, didn't even say hi to them, didn't even talk to them at all. Didn't mean that I wasn't friends with them. Didn't mean that I didn't respect them or they didn't respect me. Not at all. It just meant that I was there to focus on my business, and that's all that mattered to me. And if whether a female or male friend does not respect that, coworker that is, does not respect the way you run your business, then they're not watching out for your best interests. So whether you're one of the guys or not one of the guys, that doesn't matter. I hope that clarified that for you. Okay, if not, please shoot me a comment and I'd be happy to dig in more into it. So number 4, use your looks. Ladies, I don't know if you've heard that before, but I've been sent out before to potential PCs that a male couldn't just click with or just couldn't get their attention, and they thought because I'm a woman that I would have a better chance at closing the deal and connecting with the PCs, especially if they were guys. So, I mean, did it work? It didn't work because of my looks, at least I don't think so. I mean, I'm not like a supermodel or anything, but it worked because of my brain, you see? So if you are working right now in a sales office or an environment, or if you're an entrepreneur and you're pretty much on your own and your target market happens to be male, know that you do not have to use your looks. In fact, that will not succeed. You may get their attention for a little bit, but it does not mean that you're going to close a deal. Okay, so your focus ought to be on your brain. And I'm sure that sounds like common sense, but I'm saying these things because, believe it or not, I have women that reach out to me and have these kind of questions, or they have certain kind of stories that put them in an awkward position because they were told to use their femininity or their looks or their sexuality. Not saying that they had to, do something that was inappropriate, but if they were kind of told that you're like a dangling carrot to these PCs that happen to be men. And I want to make sure that you know that you can absolutely say no, right? Especially if you feel uncomfortable. But 2, in your mind, you know that it's going to be about who you are, your brain, your tenacious, ability to understand what it is that they want, the PCs want, and to help them get that, and at the same time, help them become one of your newest clients. So again, myth number 4, that you have to use your looks, absolutely not. You use who you are, you use your brain, and use your shiro, okay? And the last myth, number 5, that you can't be too feminine. What does that mean? You can't be too feminine? Hello, come on. Femininity is amazing. Women are amazing. Yes, okay, for the men that are watching, my husband and John Kiefer, yes, you guys know you're amazing, but the reason why I'm so focused and so passionate and enthusiastic, as you can see, is that I have faith that more women are going to get in the sales industry because they're going to know that it's safe. They're going to know that they can be who they are, right? They're going to bring out their shiro, and they don't have to change themselves and dress in a suit that looks more masculine so they could just blend in. Be feminine. Dress how you want, obviously appropriately. Do your hair the way you want to, makeup, no makeup, whatever it is for your jewelry, not jewelry. I rarely ever do my nails, as you can see. Be who you are, because the more authentic you are, the more you will have less to worry about, and you'll be more focused about what your PCs want, what they're telling you, what they're sharing with you, and you'll be more clear to help them get more of what they want, and then tag in your product, your service to it so that they could become one of your newest clients today. Alrighty, thank you for giving your comments. Go hard. Thank you for all the feedback. That's very helpful. And feel free to add more comments, more questions, because like I do with all my other videos, I follow up really fast. Following up is really important in sales. And I'm going to wave real quick to my grandma, which I'm going to see her tomorrow. I'm excited. So thank you again for tuning in. There are going to be a lot more exciting videos just like this one. If you have any idea, if you have any struggles, and if you have any questions at all and you feel more comfortable private messaging me, go ahead and do that, and I definitely use it as one of my topics, because my whole point is to serve you. To serve you so you could go out there and serve others. See you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your week.